and welcome to the Skibodacious podcast.
We're your hosts, Matthew.
Chris.
Dill.
Episode 8,
Seven.
8,
Seven.
6,
It's been seven.
7.
8, including the one we didn't post.
The lost episode.
The lost. It's lost media. Yeah, for this. So two updates about Dill. Two updates for Dill here. So last episode we shaved him, and this is how he looks now. Nice and. His hair is growing really fast. I saw a picture of him with like insane hair. I think Matthew and I did a pretty dandy job.
I think we did a great job.
They fucked up the.
We have a future in hair care, hair cutting.
It's a lot, but
Barbary.
yeah, the dog's back. If you guys missed him.
What's up, Gatsby?
Oh wait, he wasn't, because that episode was a still image of our asses. Remember that? The shot where we were like around the couch.
Dead?
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is. I don't know if you can see him, but this is a dog.
Yeah, it's our boy Gatsby.
Oh yeah, another episode update for Dill. You can say it.
What's the update for
Your
me?
teeth, Dill.
Oh yeah, I got my wisdom teeth removed. Around that cut, so I figured may as well.
How
cut
was
away
that?
some teeth.
How was that, Dill?
I heard the bones crunch.
How was that, Dill?
You hear your teeth fucking crunching. What can I say?
And how? What? Tell us about the entire procedure.
Okay, so basically what they do, right? They first hit you up with some of that local anesthesia, and then if you're a bitch, you can get the general anesthesia. But I went with the local, and so you're fully awake, but you're numb as shit. And then 15 minutes in, doc's like, "All right, let's cut this motherfucker up." So they grab their scalpel, they cut it open, they drill that shit. You hear it crunchy crunch, and then you good.
Does it hurt?
Nah, that's what the anesthetic is for, dog.
Okay, but
Would you rather do it with or without anesthetic?
The fuck kind of question is that?
Are you a thug or are you a wimp?
Actually, later on, the anesthetic wore off, right? So fully exposed.
I don't know about this information, by the way.
Fully exposed nerve tissue, basically, just chilling there. I took my ibuprofen. I tried using an ice pack. Nothing worked. I was just raw dogging the pain, basically.
Did it hurt?
Yes, it fucking hurt. It feels like, you guys ever get a mosquito bite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine your nerve is exposed and you got a mosquito bite on it. If something felt wrong, I felt like I had to readjust something. It felt itchy, and so ice didn't do nothing about that. Ibuprofen didn't do shit about that. So I was just thugging the pain out, and then I'm like, nah, fuck it, I'm falling asleep. And then I fell asleep through the pain, and then I woke up and I'm locked the hell in.
Yikes.
So why weren't you asleep during the procedure?
Because that's what bitches.
Dill, are you a bitch?
Nah.
The amount of censoring I have to do, and we're only 3 minutes in.
Would you lose?
Nah.
I'd win.
So, for today's soda, there is no soda. That's why I put the Mountain Dew there, to remind you that there is no soda.
Yeah.
Since Dill, yeah, you got it.
Your boy is still on that no wisdom tooth, gap tooth grind set. So no soda for me, no solid food. I'm starving like hell right now. I have only had protein shakes for the past 48 hours, but it's okay because we have water.
Yeah. So for today's soda, we will be rating water. I just realized it's probably unfair to be rating other sources of water.
Well, it's whatever water is normal to you.
No one cares, Chris.
I just want to drink my normal water.
All right.
Wait, actually, before we start, for the record, I really wanted us to rate Matt's protein shake, but Chris is kind of lame, so we went with water.
Wasn't me. All right.
Was you.
Cheers. No, what? Wait.
Imagine we
Cheers.
just crush the glass.
It's water.
Every time I drink, I feel water filling the gap and then exiting the gap.
That's nice.
Womp womp.
That's nice, man. So, how do you rate that water? Okay, on the level of the soda. Listen, I genuinely prefer water over the Diet Pepsi we had.
I say water is bottom A tier because for a soda to really be a soda, it has to be significantly better than water.
You'd prefer that soda over just drinking regular water.
Anything below A tier, I would rather take water.
I think.
You think? Uh-huh. And tell me more about that.
So, I think if I what conditions, normal conditions, I'm normal. I'm not hungry. I'm not thirsty. I'm not full or anything. Just normal. Okay. Then I think I would probably take the Baja Blast, 7-Up, and regular Pepsi over water. So I would say water mid-A.
Yeah, I like water. I mean, maybe it's because I'm a fat ass, but I'd rather take water over, soda over water. Most soda. Maybe not root beer. Maybe not Diet Pepsi. I mean, we haven't really had enough soda to like take a really solid hit because it is water. But if I were to just go off your guys' ratings and what water is,
I think we can average it out to like top B.
we can just
because
say
Chris
it.
is rating it like it sounds like C.
I'm saying
we're-
B, so we can just go with A here.
Yeah, we can go with low A.
Yeah.
And I think bro drank 1 drop of water.
Yeah. It was pretty good. So go on.
Bro said it was pretty good.
You're not that mean, bro.
Bro's on that meme.
Bro. Bro, I went to that meme island and everyone knew you there, bro. Anyway, so yeah, the water was good.
Bro said the water was good. Ha ha ha. Ha. Ha.
Thank you for watching today.
Are we sure Matthew is still that one Christian dude's favorite?
My voice cracked.
Anyway, yeah. So, to start with first top, actually, guys, you know the hit game Valorant?
Sigh. Do I know Valorant? You might even say I am
He's
Diamond 1 for an hour.
His peak rank. So for the viewers at home who don't know what Valorant is,
Please keep it that way. Switch off of the podcast.
here, just
talk to your family.
think of it like Counter-Strike, and if you don't know what Counter-Strike is, just imagine you're on the computer. Just imagine Iraq, but like on the
Slavic.
computer.
Like you have a Russian dude being like Rush B,
Basically, you're two sides. You're attacking a site, or you're defending a site from being bombed. And the attackers bomb the thing. And that's really it. But you're on the computer and you're just shooting people. It's a gun game. But Valorant is like that, but with magic.
Oh, is it like it's if you combined Overwatch and Counter Strike?
For the people who don't know what Overwatch is, I've never played Overwatch actually.
All right, it's like
It is a hero-based shooter that is ass. You shouldn't know about Overwatch.
but every character has its own special set of abilities. Now you take the gameplay style of Counter Strike and like the goal of it, and then you take the ability idea from Overwatch and you get Valorant. You get to pick an agent. I think there's like 20 something, and then 24, and then so with that character you have a certain set of abilities, and your goal is either if you're on attack or defense to plant the bomb or defuse the bomb, or kill all the enemies, or for time to run out, depending on the side.
Now you'd think this is what's wrong about Valorant? Well, there's certain modes to Valorant. Let's go with the first one, which is Swift Play, which it's like a 10-minute.
Yeah, 10-15 minutes.
10-minute or 15-minute game where it's like 6 rounds.
First to 5.
5 rounds. First to 5 points or round win, and then basically if you're attacker's side, if the bomb goes off or you kill everyone, you win, and the defender's side, if you kill everyone or defuse the bomb, you win that round. So in that Swift Play, the first team to 5 points wins, and then you switch sides in the middle. Unrated is the same thing, really, but extended to a 40 or 50 or maybe even an hour game.
It's usually like 30 minutes.
40,
30,
40,
30.
40.
Well, if you're like
30.
Chris and you take forever to win, maybe 40. But
40-minute
most
game.
of us was 30.
First to 13 points wins, and you flip it the 12th round. And the competition, but basically the competitive side of the.
Likey.
So the competitive side of Valorant, I think you guys can talk about that.
All right, Dill, you want to take this one?
Okay, competitive side of Valorant. So in CS, you end up with like a
Just bro, just don't base it off C. Just.
I assume everyone knows what CS. Okay, but yeah, so in comp,
There's
like
girls watching this podcast.
I don't know what Counter Strike is.
Yeah, I don't know what Counter Strike is.
Chris, you're Slavic. How do you not know?
I don't know what a gun is, or a bomb.
I don't know what a strike is.
Right.
Right?
What's a counter?
Okay.
Why is counter and why is he striking?
So, basically,
What's a terrorist?
Well, just
kidding.
counter.
That's
me.
a
I'm
good
one.
question. I would rather talk about terrorism than talk about.
All right, let's talk about
No,
terrorism.
no. Keep going. The
So in
competitive
competitive, basically, I mean, you can queue solo. That's a true competitive experience.
What does queuing solo mean? For the people at home who don't know.
For the people, you got the people at home who English is their fifth fucking language.
Listen, for the
It's
viewers
in the
at home who
definition.
don't know what queue solo is. Basically, in the game, you could join a game by yourself or with friends. Now, playing by yourself means other randos are put in with you, and that's called solo queuing. And then you can like duo with other people, but not four people. For the viewers at home who don't know, Matthew's on the ground right now.
I'm on the ground right now.
He's on the ground right now. Anyway, so in Valorant, hey, you got it. Just like ranks. I don't know, man.
I mean, Chris did all that yapping, but solo queue is in the dictionary definition. Solo means alone. Queue is it's something
Line
you
up.
enter to get into a match. But in any case,
He's actually a letter of the alphabet.
Wrong queue.
Q is
Yeah,
the name
so-
of our friend.
That's true.
Love you, Quentin. Yeah, I can. What? But then they wouldn't hear you. I'm holding it. For the viewers at home, Matthew's. Damn! Sorry. For the viewers at home, Matthew is. He just got up, but yeah. Anyway, go on.
But yeah, so you end up queuing. You usually end up with like the most like spectrum people of all time. Like they're on all sides of the spectrum, all dimensions, fourth dimension. Like they're stupid as hell, and you have to try and carry them to a W.
For the viewers, let me translate. The people that are put in your team are dumb.
Now, let's talk about our experience in Valorant.
We'll start with the guy that's been the peak rank, Mr. Matthew here.
You know, I started my days as a humble boy back in 2021, where I got a Valorant beta key, and I played one game and quit the game because I didn't like it. And then a few years later, I returned as an iron. And after
For
countless
the viewers that
hours,
don't know, there's ranks in the game, and the higher your rank is, the more your skill level is.
Can we assume basic fucking
Iron,
competence?
so it goes
my
iron,
God.
bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond. Plat, diamond.
Ascendant, immortal,
Ascendant,
radiant.
immortal, and if you're radiant, which is the highest, you're god. All right, go on, Matthew.
all right, TLDR, I hit diamond in one
No.
act.
I want the whole story.
All right, every single game I've ever queued. No. So
You started out as a humble iron.
started as an humble iron.
Wait,
Big
how do you
grinded.
guys start out so low? That's my question. Like, I got into silver basically within my third match.
I got into bronze.
I got
Chris is
into
hard stuck
iron.
bronze.
Actually, my peak rank is silver 1.
Sorry, buddy. When's the last silver game you played?
What?
When's the last silver game you played?
Anyways, chat. Now, I was bronze for a bit, then I hit silver for a bit, and then in like the span of an episode, I went from I got to gold, and then I went from gold to diamond in one act, and then I was diamond 1 for an hour, queued 2 games, lost, deranked, quit the game, act ended, rank reset, and then didn't come back for a while. This guy here is terrible at the game.
Yeah,
Let's
All
talk
right,
about that.
let's hear your story, Dill.
the shit's easy. People are dumb as fuck. Like, I barely play. I don't try. I'm still in plat without trying. Just get good, bro. Hit them heads.
For the viewers at home, don't know Matthew's playing with his microphone right now. Yeah, you are. Here's my story. Now, when the game first started out, it was in beta, and what that means
Oh,
is
Chris, can you quit defining shit?
the game still hasn't come out yet.
Chris, you're a D1 yapper.
I got a Valorant key drop from Twitch. Makes me an OG Valorant player. I played the game, and then I stopped playing because I didn't like it.
Wait, pause. How are both of you OG players, but I'm like better?
I was a higher rank than you.
Run them ones. Run the ones.
Okay.
Can you guys like coach me? after
No.
Let me hop on your setup. I'll boost
this?
you.
Fuck no! I want to play.
Want to play?
I want you coaching me.
I'll boost you.
Chris, you can't coach out of bronze. You know why? Okay, you know what? Let's get into it. Every rank below like plat or gold, you have absolutely no idea what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Chris doesn't. This guy. Okay, so basically in the game you have like smokes, right? Like smoke grenades.
bro's defining everything.
Smokes is actually on.
Smokes is when you smoke.
Bro.
So basically,
Zaza.
people can't see through that shit, right? And so, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to throw it at the places you don't want your opponents like peeking and shooting you from. And Chris smokes off his entrances to the site where he's supposed to plant. So that's your frame of reference for Chris's game sense. I mean, that was like a week ago. I'm being kind of mean, but yeah, like everyone below, like
Last weekend, everybody was shitting on me. It was beautiful. I played 9 games of Valorant in one day.
You solo queued most of those.
Yeah. My story. Anyway, so my story is basically you know, I started out in beta. I quit.
Bro started out in beta?
And bro, I went to Beta Island and like everyone there knew you, bro. Anyway, so I started out in beta, and then I quit the game because I didn't like. I quit the game because I didn't like it, and then a couple years later, I got back into
Bro
it.
got back into it.
And then
did you get back into it because of me and Matt?
I actually don't know how I got back into it.
I think I got you back into
I
it.
think you got me back into it in like 8th grade or 9th grade.
No, it was
10th.
it was like end of 9th, beginning of 10th.
9th grade. You know, I played a little bit of games, you know, and then I got into the comp scene.
Bro got into the comp
I got into the comp scene. And then I played my placement games, which is just the games you play before
Bro,
they place you.
it's in the
Chris,
fucking name.
And then I played 5 placement
That's not
games.
even a
And
specific
then I
definition.
got placed in bronze, which honestly, I didn't. Well, I was not upset about that whatsoever. I actually my comp placement was one above one of our friends. Well, one of
then
your
one above
guys'.
mine. My first rank was Iron 3.
No, I know, but at the moment there was one of our friends. Were like actively
Wait, shout out to
playing-
Lucas for donating. By the way,
Shout out to
bus.
Lucas.
Oh
for
yeah, yeah, okay,
$21.
yeah. Actually,
We gotta get him on the pod.
Yeah, so I can try to get like the donos list. Let me think here.
How about you know, like fourth wall break? This guy Chris owes me like 40 schmackaroos.
I got 4
I'll
of
give you
those.
20
Yeah.
or 30. Sorry. Anyway,
30.
I do owe you. Remind me. Yeah. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Brayden. Thank you, Tommy/Christian. Thank you, Magnus. Thank you, Nathan, my goat. Thank you, Lincoln. Thank you, me. Thank you, Matthew. What else? Etienne.
That
Oh
one
yeah,
guy
the
in
goat.
your,
That's our carry,
Jarvis.
by the way. He's like,
Thank you, Jarvis. That I think that's it. Genuinely.
Thank you for all the donos.
If we're gonna buzz Dill again,
We're gonna buzz me.
Yeah, but we're doing that for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you screw me up, then you owe me.
how much of a scoop does it have to be?
Pretty bad.
All right.
To be fair, I almost screwed you up when you willingly wanted
Yeah.
me to buzz you. For the viewers, okay. So before the buzzing episode, okay. For the listen, we had a buzzing episode, whatever. But
If you say viewers at home one more time, I'm actually killing myself on the
this guy's
podcast.
filling the word count.
Chris, if you like, I'm serious. If I hear that phrase one more time, the topic of this episode is gonna be me killing myself.
Wait. Let's talk about that phrase. Like, so the viewers like who are watching like in the car,
Dill.
it doesn't apply to them. It's only the ones at
guys.
home.
When I say viewers at home, I mean like the Spotify.
No, I'm getting into this. You want to know why? Chris corrects me all the time when I say, "Oh yeah, like me and Etienne, we went someplace." He's like, "No, Etienne and I." He gets on my grammar, but this guy is too fucking sped to actually define his terms correctly on his own motherfucking podcast.
For the viewers at home who don't.
Shut the fuck up.
So, for the viewers at home, Matthew is going in the kitchen.
I'm out of here.
For the viewers at home, Dill left the scene. For the viewers at home, Matthew is looking at me across the kitchen. Dill is on my right. Dill is leaving. He can't leave. There's no keys. He's stuck here forever. For the viewers at home, Matthew is put on Dill's hat for the viewers at home. Dill's back. Welcome back, Dill. For the viewers at home, Matthew's back.
I'm Dill.
Hey, yeah. Welcome back, Dill.
What's up, guys? It's me,
hey,
Dill.
Matthew.
Yo, it's your boy Matt.
They can't hear. You need your mic.
Yo, it's your boy Matt.
So where did we end? Until I said the viewers at home.
Viewers at home.
Shut the fuck up.
When I say viewers at home, I mean the Spotify viewers.
Chris, I'm gonna view you at home.
Dude, just say for our adoring audience. Literally say anything other than the viewers at home.
Just be like, guys, Skibodacious.
Yeah,
Skibodacious.
yeah. What up, Skibonation? Today we're talking about
Skibodacious at home.
No, just Skibonation. The Skibonation could be on the streets. They
Or
could
just
be
say for
pulling
the
hose.
listeners. Say for the and I swear to God, if I hear at home, I'm
Yeah.
ending it all.
Or the audience.
I'm checking it first. Recording.
All right, let's do an episode like Chris for now.
Let's just talk shit about Chris while he's not here.
That Chris guy, he goes to school with me.
He doesn't go to school with me.
He has hair. He's
What?
he's wearing a shirt.
Wait, I have what?
Hair.
For the viewers at home, I just thought.
Bro, please shut the fuck up.
He has a shirt on. He has pants. Can you believe this guy?
This guy has 2 ears. He has all of his wisdom teeth still in him.
He probably has a nose.
Dude, I can feel my left wisdom tooth actually coming.
Oh shit.
Your wisdom tooth's gay. For the listeners, Chris' wisdom tooth is gay.
Actually, I need to put it in.
For the audience, Chris is actually gay himself.
For anyone listening to the podcast who cannot see the video feed, Chris' last name is a homosexual.
For real, Chris' last name is the first homosexual I've ever seen.
Actually, when did you guys learn what gay people were?
3rd grade.
When I met Chris' last name.
No, actually 4th grade.
I'm opening the Baja Blast from last episode.
Oh, that looks like a margarita.
Oh, that looks kind of good actually.
Oh, that looks so nice.
That looks so crisp.
Dill, I bet you're gooning right now.
I am gooning.
Oh wait.
Wait.
I'm salivating looking at that. For the audience at home, salivating is when your mouth generates extra saliva.
Matt, you wanna meet me over there for a sec?
For the audience at home, they're walking into the kitchen. Oh. I just spilt my drink. So we were gonna talk about Valorant.
How about we do anything else?
Literally anything other than Valorant. It pains me to talk about that game.
I'm not done-
Okay,
I'm
you know
not
what?
done.
You know what? Fine. I'm actually just gonna yap about the economy for 50 minutes.
Go for it, man.
All right. Let me explain to you what Keynesian Keynesian.
Ken.
It's Kane.
Technically, but everyone just calls
This
it
looks
Keynesian.
like actual liquid acid, like translucent.
Raising
Actually,
Canes.
Matthew, are you a Keynesian or are you a supply sider?
I'd have to
I
say
don't know what
Keynesian.
any of that
I mean,
means.
I want to invest in the people, adopt deficit spending, bring my nation up.
You're chill with deficit spending?
Yeah.
Have you looked at the U.S. debt recently?
Okay. No, but I'm thinking Great Depression times, right? So when the Great Depression, and then my boy, I don't remember who's president. I think FDR.
FDR.
So FDR at the time, he was like, you know what?
I need to brush my
These
teeth after
businesses,
this.
they're greedy. When we give the money, they don't do nothing for the people. So we're going to give the people the money. We're investing in the people. And you know what? We're going to let the economy and the free market simulate itself. So you know what? Deficit spending.
The thing is, deficit spending is great when you're trying to get unemployment, down.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you gotta play laissez-faire. The market's pretty good on its own for 90% of cases.
Yeah. I think laissez-faire can get a little
It has its extreme sides.
it has extremes.
When we deal with market failures and particularly externalities, you guys know driving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Matthew, you want to inform the audience about what kind of externality driving is?
I don't know what that means. I didn't take economics.
Oh.
I took history.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so an externality is when some market has an effect on some third party. So in the case of driving, negative externality on literally everyone who isn't the driver because of carbon emissions and shit. And so the thing is, basically society has to pay more for your driving than you're paying for it yourself. And so
It's gonna spill out.
the fuck is happening? I'm just waiting for that glass to tip over.
Anyway, still continue.
Yeah, so basically, whenever you drive, you're kind of fucking over society and you don't care.
Did
And
you drink off
so
it?
the government has to step
Did you
in.
drink off it?
No.
Dill, you want? Oh.
For the Skibodacious,
I heard Chris almost say viewers at home.
what did you just say?
I heard you almost say viewers at home, but then you caught yourself.
I'm warning. This looks so immaculate.
It does.
This looks like genuinely like.
Anyway, so Dill, continue talking about economics.
Yeah, so in a case like that, you want the government to intervene and put in some kind of carbon tax to put on drivers so that they pay for the damages they're causing to the rest of the environment.
Mhm.
So, I mean, government's going to that kind of case. But, like, most of the time, like, the market, it'll do its thing. Just let it be.
Basically, you're saying they're going to phantom tax your driving.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, random tax to driving.
No. Okay. Well, I think, personally, actually, we should write an article about this. About how free market capitalism is likely there's like obviously we're gonna find the what is it?
I'm gonna go watch this.
Okay, the creation and uprising of other for the Skibodacious, Chris is walking to the kitchen. No, but like basically we're still gonna see the rise of other political and economic ideologies, but for the most part throughout history, capitalism has been remaining the strongest. And while it's not fair by any means, it does present the most opportunity compared to something like commies. Sorry, I get a little agitated.
For 3 seconds.
But communism has more blatant issues, and obviously so does capitalism, but the opportunities it presents far outweigh the issues behind communism. So I think we're going to see throughout within the next century at least, just advances and dynamic capitalism as the major playing point of the following century.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, macroeconomics, that's the economics of, like, on the nation level. Basically, it's still relatively new. Like, your boy John Maynard Keynes invented it in, like, the
Hell
30s.
yeah.
Huh?
Raising Cane's?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, like, it's still it's only, like, 90-ish years old now. We'll probably see, like, more advances in when exactly it'll be at, like, when Keynesian policies should be established and when supply-side policies should be established. Shout out to my boy, I forgot his first name, by von Hayek. He's the G. He invented supply-side economics, got us out of stagflation, and then Reagan was too racist with it when he embargoed poor countries. But we might talk about that later.
Speaking of Ronald Reagan, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And then he did. And then
He tore down the wall.
And then everyone
Now
was
we
happy.
have Berlin,
Yeah.
in Germany.
And then the Russians started playing CS:GO. We're tying it all back together.
And then the Russians, you know what? They were like, let's invade Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And then they threw, and they got broke, and there was a democratic
Yeah.
vote, and everyone was like, guys, let's dissolve the Soviet Union. And then we get Uzbekistan, my boy
Yo,
Dill.
let's go.
My man. Oh, mashallah. All right. Anyways, continuing on with economics and history, Chris is taking a while to clean that glass. I think I could use a second wash, Chris.
Actually, wait. What do you guys think about sweatshops?
My boy Pavan works there.
Okay.
Shout out
This
to
is-
Pavan Rashesh.
Woo, Pavan Rajesh. All right. So this is actually something this is a topic we recently covered. My entire life revolves on history.
Nerd alert.
Anyways, so a topic we recently covered in history was multinational corporations. And so back when they were arising in the Cold War, post-World War II era,
Yeah, second era of globalization,
Oh, yeah.
70s.
we saw the rise of multinational corporations. And we've had them throughout history. Like, for example, the
First era of globalization. That's from like 1980 to about 1914.
Yeah, and there's also like the British East India Company,
Yeah.
which
I mean, that's like colonialism, but
it's colonialism with hints of like multinational corporations.
Yeah.
But so
I want to put away the chickens.
okay. Well, Chris is fiddling with the cocks. Let's continue talking about economics and politics.
Yes. So my take is that I think we should all buy products from sweatshops.
Really? Why do you say that?
Well, okay, so when you're dealing with a poor country, right? Like every country, it needs to manage its advantages, either absolute or comparative, when dealing with trade. So, like for example, the U.S. probably has the absolute, or I want to say probably Taiwan has the absolute advantage when it comes to manufacturing computer chips. It just has the infrastructure and experience that no one else really has, and the U.S. is trying to catch up. But a comparative advantage is when a nation can produce some good or service for a lower opportunity cost than another nation. So, like for example, Japan, they produce cars very well, and that's because like their economy is just more suited to producing cars. Like when it comes to agriculture, they can't produce it at all.
So, this is another point to bring up. Just on the topic of outsourcing labor for countries with lower opportunity costs, because we're thinking about this on a big scale, not really an individual scale.
Yeah.
And I think guys be staring down at me. But if we think about it on like an individual scale, that's a very liberal way of thinking, like modern. But if we think about it on like a global macroeconomic scale, that's how you classify that. Like not conservative, but
Well, I mean, that's just the macro scale.
yeah, just the macroeconomic scale. So but anyways, this is just considering the idea when labor is getting too hard to do in one country. For example, making cars in the United States. Is it more worth it to outsource the labor to a place like Japan, or would it be better for us to put increased prices, put on protective tariffs, protectionism on the the car manufacturing in the U.S. so we can keep these jobs and keep everything in-house in our control, but at the opportunity cost.
Well, the problem with what's it called, protectionism, it's kind of like saying that you want to keep all of your gains on your arms so you don't hit legs at all. Then your legs are just fucked, because whether we like it or not, the world is a global society, and so like limiting ourselves like that only hurts economies. Because like the principle, like theory in economics, is that we should try to maximize efficiency, and so a part of that is if someone is good at something, let them do that something.
I agree.
So like protectionism, I think it's kind of shady. Tariffs, especially shady, because like, let's be honest, who makes money from tariffs? The government.
I think protectionism is fairly monopolistic.
On God.
So that is a bit of that's the I think the big root
protectionism
issue.
Also is actually discriminatory towards poor
Buy
countries.
from corporations, not small companies.
Like, and then also how MNCs, what they do is like there's
what's an MNC?
Multinational corporation.
Oh, I see.
I'm just abbreviating it. So we have like, what do you call it? So there's two kinds of economies mainly. In most first world countries are knowledge economies. So take places like United States, Japan, most of Europe, and then in more like inland places in Asia and Africa, we have manufacturing economies. So an argument made about outsourcing labor towards places with cheaper labor in like manufacturing economies is that it allows economic growth for those developing nations while allowing the first world countries to like focus on their knowledge economy and just make technological developments. And this is very similar to British classism with Margaret Thatcher. But you could take, is it a good idea for to create a larger dichotomy between the developing and developed countries, where like the developed world gets so far ahead technologically, but it also allows the developing countries to like be brought up just with a larger gap between them? Or is it more worth it to bring the to make the gap smaller, but in doing so bring the developing and developed countries down?
Well, the thing is, it's not a choice actually. So when you look at protectionism, so like, for example, in the 1970s, so beginning of the second era of globalization, this textile company called Dangwoom, They actually outsourced all their production from America, I think, all the way out to Bangladesh. And what they found is that out of their 130 employees that they had in the textile mill, the sweatshop, when the sweatshop went bust, 115 of those original 130 employees went on to create their own textile companies and using that extra money from the sweatshops, because these sweatshops usually pay fairly well.
Yeah.
Given the conditions, they're actually able to now educate their children. They can afford to do that. They can buy medicine. And so in especially low development countries such as like Kenya, where malaria is pretty bad, you have, these flies that are infecting children, right? So once income goes up, these families can now afford to buy these anti-fly nets that they can cover their beds with so that their children aren't stung at night, which reduces malaria. And because they're allowed to, there's a difference between economic growth and development. In this case, it's development, since the people are enjoying like better benefits like healthcare and education. It actually allows them to be brought up. So if you look at the Asian tigers, so like Taiwan and Singapore, for example, and India, China too. Like in Singapore, they went from a super low HDI country, Human Development Index, to a very high HDI country, and now their GDP per capita is actually higher than the US because they were able to focus on their comparative advantage by leveraging their relatively cheap labor to improve their human capital. And human capital is like education, healthcare, etc.
What the fuck have you guys been talking about?
This is very educational. I did not know this.
Economy.
So, basically, there's many like individual and global, like micro and macro advantages towards like buying from sweatshop companies. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, basically every serious economics will tell you that protectionism only hurts the economy. Because,
Sorry, continue.
Because what protectionism does, it prevents countries. So, like for example, very poor countries, Bangladesh. Well, Bangladesh isn't too bad, but mostly sub-Saharan Africa, right? Like, there is a lot of shortages, particularly of first world medicine there and just healthcare in general. And so by placing an embargo on them, by keeping them out of the global market, they can't exchange their cheap labor for these needed healthcare resources. And so that means their population will only continue to be more unhealthy, and that gets them trapped in what Jeffrey Sachs deems is the poverty cycle, where basically you start with low income, and then on the right side, you have low income leads to low levels of education, low levels of healthcare, and ultimately that leads to low productivity, bringing you back to low income.
I see. So, this makes me think about like the world and how like advocating against sweatshops and big companies because they like, especially environmental effects. I think whenever you make a decision, especially in like a consumerist point of view, it's doing whatever's the least bad. Because if you buy from like places that employ sweatshop or outsourced labor, you're supporting the economy of developing nations and the citizens there. But also there's cases of sweatshops that have terrible conditions, bad pay. But I think that's like recently, especially in Latin America, there have been movements towards improving that.
Well, yeah, the thing is, what a business owner only cares really about his input costs and particularly his labor, right? Mm-hmm. So when you have a profitable business, you want to expand, right? How do you expand a sweatshop? You buy more workers and you actually improve some of that infrastructure, because guess what? If your workers are dying, that reduces demand and makes you have to pay probably increased taxes, fines, and also increased wages to motivate your workers. So by improving the conditions of your sweatshop, you can be selfish in a way, because that improves the productivity of your workers. But they can only afford those improvements to infrastructure if their business is very profitable. Mm-hmm. So by buying from sweatshops, you're actually improving conditions somewhat for these sweatshop workers, and you're also allowing them to educate their children. So sweatshops are the way to defeat sweatshops, because they create more educated. Well, not necessarily more educated, but they created higher income workers, which then yields more educated generations later down the road.
So do you think it's possible for the free market and a safe environment to coexist?
Yeah, all you need is an incentive for companies to observe that. So part of that is, like I was saying earlier, the government needs to put in carbon taxes. So like, for example, in Japan, they've been putting in carbon taxes, and they've actually found it does quite a lot. Basically, because it gives the market new incentives. Because currently, the market incentive is just to consume everything around it. And you have these like natural resources. I forgot exactly what their name is, but like shared resources like forests, lakes, fishing. And so so companies are currently incentivized to reap everything all at once because it's a shared resource and it's hard to restrict people from it. But what government can do is they can put taxes on it and they can put regulations that shift the aims of the market, not to be completely selfish and monopolistic like that, but to actually generate a fair chance for all fishermen using lakes, and then also for forest companies, and then in general for companies using clean energy. Because if there's an incentive to use clean energy, if that can generate them more profit, then they will choose to do it. And so that's my sort of supply sider way of seeing it. The market should be just slightly adjusted. And if you're a Keynesian, you might go a little more heavy on that road. But yeah.
Okay. Well, before this episode, we told Chris we could yap about the economy for about 50 minutes. And I think this proves the point.
Exactly.
So we're not going to go for the whole 50 minutes.
Mostly because Chris is decomposing.
My brain hurts.
And this podcast, I
think everyone left.
Our average viewer audience's IQ is about
our average viewer audience is Eric Harder right now.
No, Eric Carter is too sped to actually understand any
Isn't
of that.
Zach just Eric Carter? No, not Eric. No, I meant Cartman. Eric Cartman.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about something that's actually
Well,
enjoyable.
I have a topic.
All right, what's your topic,
Dale,
Chris?
what's been going on at your school, man?
That's a good question. So I think
let's start from the beginning. Let's go.
God.
Let's go back a couple months. Start with the Instagram account.
Instagram. I don't
MLH's post.
I don't use Insta. Chris, you want to fill in something?
Matthew and I will fill in. All right. So, I just said the name of the school.
Just censor it.
Too much
I'm
work.
gonna see if we're still recording.
So, his school has an Instagram account where people can submit anonymous posts or messages.
Oh, my keys.
And then that message will be posted on the account for other people to see and have their insight. And a couple months ago, a lot of people mentioning cases of sexual assault by other people in said school have been emerging. It started out as one post and then it kept going to the point where I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, they had a walkout because of said sexual assault things happening. And then...
basically, the school... I think it's the school is actually very supportive of the idea of the walkout. So
they say that just to look good.
They say that. They sent out an email to the families.
You know what the email said?
It was
to students who may have experienced sexual assault on our campus, which was
I think they're just trying their best to get around accountability while having to do as little as possible. But so they were like, yeah, we'll clear the absences and we'll investigate these matters.
They won't.
I really doubt they will. But
Gondo.
I mean, to play devil's advocate here, it's part of it is fix the sexual assault is the same as guys. Let's end racism. If people are doing a walkout, I think they first need to establish a set of requirements or demands that they want. Because if you're not being clear, if you're not being direct and clear about what you want, what do you want people to do? The school staff, I mean, they're just people, dog. They can't fix racism.
Wasn't there a certain teacher that did weird shit?
it was a teacher who a lot of people had.
I don't know if they had a specific set of demands that they want, but I certainly didn't hear about it. So
right, but
I think every day we inch closer to becoming the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, there was a 20-minute period where you just talked about the economy while I was pissing.
Yeah, now we're talking about controversial stuff.
So so anyway, that's been happening, and I'm not sure if this stuff is going on at our school, but certainly there hasn't really been any complaints of sexual assault on our campus, and I'm not sure if this is a your school thing
There's
or
a lot
if
of vaping.
I don't think that's as bad as sexual assault.
Vaping is the best of it. Don't you guys have like
no,
regular
it's nowhere
coke
near
parties?
as bad. God damn.
Don't you guys have like crack parties?
No.
Yeah, cocaine.
Oh, we do.
Cocaine. Yeah.
And I don't get invited to those.
No, it's mostly like the juniors.
Hey,
Represent.
We're juniors next year.
You want to use cocaine?
Anyway, so yeah, that's been happening, and I'm not sure if it's just our school's people not like saying anything about, if possible, sexual assault shit, but certainly his school's people definitely have been claiming that. And another thing that's going on at the school is the kidnapping.
Oh my god.
I think I see a correlation between the two here.
Sexual assault and kidnapping. Now, let's go a month or 2 months back. Let's go a month.
I think a month.
3 weeks back.
Well, okay, there was like 2 months ago, then 3 weeks, and like now.
And 2 now, or like multiple now.
Yeah.
So, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, let's say, some like kid went missing from this man's campus, and you know it's not good what happened.
I think they found her.
Did I actually?
Yeah, she made a post like, "Hey everyone, I'm okay."
Holy shit!
Wait, what happened to her? Why is she gone?
I don't know, but like she was gone for I think 3 days, 3 or 4 days.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Good for her. And then
No, but like, okay, I'm honestly a little skeptical because I didn't have any follow up because I just like I don't follow the account, but like apparently she made a post on her story. It was like, "Hey guys, I'm fine. I'll DM everyone individually about like thing. It's just a lot and stuff." So I don't know if there's a follow up. So I hope she's okay. Like,
right. There were rumors about that. I think specific person ran away with her boy. I don't know. It could be a different person. But then a week after that, someone else went missing. Oh no, the first person went missing with her dog. The second person is rumored that went missing with another guy that went missing at the same time. Listen, that's a lot of people going missing at the same school, and that's just 3. There were like 6. That's kind of weird, no?
Yeah, like one time or earlier this week on Monday, actually, I was in tutoring, and we had this mom come into the library asking where her daughter was because she didn't go home that day. And so
That's kind of weird.
that's scary.
the staff started searching around the place, and then also, while going out to my dentist appointment to get my wisdom teeth clapped out, I think it was this mom like crying on the phone, presumably about a missing kid.
Listen, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird because, like, okay, part of it is, I think Mir Loma is like really easy pickings for
You
any.
just doxed
You can
yourself.
censor it.
I don't really care.
Okay, whatever. Who's watching? Who else is watching this house?
yeah,
So like, part of it is like the school population is really easy pickings for like kidnapping because, like, let's be for real, like we got G's who don't know what they doing with their heads, and then the other thing is like, those kids are also the most likely to run away in the first place. So you have these two like Venn diagrams overlapping here at Mir Loma.
Right, because half the school hates work and suicidal because of the work. Listen, I know you're a smart guy. I know it's easy for you, but there's a lot of people because it is a
lot.
It is an IB school for a lot of people.
A lot.
Of people, it's a lot of stress.
The IB program had to like nerf itself because the suicide rates were too high. There's a lot of people under stress.
I mean,
so that could be a reason for. We don't know what happened. Maybe the first girl probably ran away. If she came back to explain it all, because whatever. But if they're under that stress and they're forced to be in that school, then yeah, that could be the reason, or it just could be kidnapping, or both. I think the next Skibodacious podcast episode is us renting a van, painting it Scooby-Doo, and then we go out and like find the Mir Loma lunatic.
oh my god.
Yeah,
But everyone's gonna think we're the lunatic. It's kidnapping.
The thing is, like, okay, are the people going missing? Are they necessarily in IB? Because I don't know anyone who went missing, and I know like a good.
Ooh,
Look at you.
Oh my god, bro knows everyone.
You know everyone
bro,
except
there's only
Bro, I
the
went to
people-
Miraloma Island and
Guys,
everybody
guys,
knew Dill.
bro,
Everybody
literally,
knew Dill.
like, I know everyone.
everybody. I know so many
it's
people. I
because-
am such a people person.
And like, you know,
okay?
I knew everyone, and I
bro,
didn't even
that
know
guy.
these people. Like,
I'm the guy. I
who were
walk
they?
around
They're
like,
so
hey, it's
relevant.
Dill.
Who
Hey,
cares
it's
if they went
Dill.
missing?
No, it's because the amount of people in IB is like probably 100, and then people doing full diploma, probably less than 60. There's a very small population.
Oh, I'm Dill. I'm an IB.
Ooh, I'm getting a full IB diploma.
I have an IB
Ooh, I'm in
thing.
HL and
my
SL
God,
classes.
so smart.
Wait, what did I? Am I like being like socially like inept?
No.
Said you were in IB and there's like 4 people going for diplomas.
I'm just saying that there's like less than 60 because like most people like it's just not worth it. For
Oh, I'm not most people. Ooh, I'm Dill.
Like a little bit you, but it was just mostly us being assholes.
No, but there's like, because I'm trying to see, right? Like,
Bro's trying to see, but he can't because he's going.
Bro doesn't have 20/20 vision.
Sorry, go on.
I have better than 20/20. in my-
Yeah, but it's not 2020.
I'm Dylan. I have
20/20
great
in my right eye.
vision.
Bro, they nerfed your left.
No, my left is better.
They nerfed your right eye?
My right's slightly worse.
My right is also worse.
I don't know.
Yeah, what's it called? No, because like, what demographic of Miraloma students are going missing? That's what I'm trying to see. Because like,
Oh, yeah, let me just pull up the missing Miraloma document.
no, because like, I don't know. Depending on because there's a lot of different people who go to the school, right?
Yeah.
And so it'd be like the reasoning for like diploma people to go missing would probably be somewhat different from like non-program people to go missing, or if they're like a different program like IS or something like that. So I'm trying to like reason it out, you know?
I mean, again, yeah, but then again, it's still people going missing and
Yeah,
getting.
I think like the cases of stuff like missing people and sexual assault, it should always like, even if you don't think it's not, it should always be taken seriously. Because on the on like there's 2 possibilities. It either is or isn't. And if it is, no matter what, no matter how small the chance, I think it needs to be taken seriously, given that possibility. I'm digging myself a deeper grave. But like, because you're not gonna be like, oh no, I don't believe you, and like,
I mean,
it's just it should. I think even if you're skeptical, it should be taken seriously. And
innocent until proven guilty.
I think just the idea of devil's advocate in this specific scenario is just no.
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, in that Instagram account, I know there's at least one person lying about the sexual. Like, I like you know, there's people out there that would. What? No, go on.
No.
No, go on.
No.
Go on.
No.
Go on.
No.
Go on.
No.
Go on.
Nope.
You mouthed it.
7.
Yo. Anyway, yeah. What do you think, Joe?
I mean, I don't think too much about it, mostly because like I'm more focused on the stuff like more immediately important to me and that kind of stuff.
Oh, people
I'm
aren't
Dill.
important.
Everything is so
My work
important.
is more important
I'm
than people's
so
lives.
special.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't know, like those issues kind of like fall outside of me, and then I'm not empowered to do shit about it.
Ooh, I'm not empowered.
I'm weak.
The people
You're like
can't
a
do anything. We're peons in this world.
On world. PLV me after peeing in a bush. Pee on world.
Stop. Anyway, we'll update you guys on the. We won't, but we will update you. Well, no, we won't. But
Actually, should we check right now?
what? What are we gonna? Yeah, go on the Miraloma Missing Students app.
Probably on Instagram.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, Chris, you're getting me about that, but like all the missing people I posted on Insta, you just have to go scroll.
All of them.
Give me your phone.
Good number of them.
Give me your phone. I don't have Instagram on mine. Chris, give me yours.
For the
Oh.
Skibodation. What? What's wrong? You thought I was gonna say for the viewers at home?
Wait, let me
Your
check.
phone's up there.
Oh, bruh.
Bruh moment.
For the
How do we go from kidnappings to bruh moments?
no.
Start with Valorant, just with
How do we go from water to Valorant to the economy to
to this.
to the Ohio Riz. Sorry. Okay.
What's the account? Is it like MLHS?
Sure.
I think it's like
Here.
yeah.
For the viewers at home, ML
It's like Emily just
snacks. As a snack.
Well, yo, MLHS Boys Locker Room is the most fire MLHS account. Like, just for the record.
For the Skibodacious at home, this account has the like just random items in the
The Boys
Dude,
Locker Room.
it'd be awful if someone slipped on that. Anyway, MLHS dot
It's not posts.
is it? Oh yeah, they got rid of that.
It's like Confessions 2023, 2020.
I'll just search it and then 20 this one. It is that one. Let's see. You guys see this?
Oh, wait, yeah. We have...
What? I don't
Do you know this guy?
That's the second super senior we have had that's kind of a pedo.
For
Let
the
me see the
for
photo. I haven't
the
seen
Skibonation
Super
on
seniors.
the super seniors. That's
Where my hug at?
guess who?
Come here.
You're
Let
a
me walk you to
freshman?
class.
Could have fooled me.
You're so small I could pick you up.
Anyway, yeah, the moral of the story is they're probably okay, and some of them are not. That's
Hopefully
a
they're
problem.
okay.
School has a problem. A lot of the school has a problem.
Inshallah, all the kids are okay.
Sexual assault isn't good. Don't do that. Also, don't kidnap people. That's probably not good.
You know, Chris, you've convinced all of the kidnappers in our audience of that one.
I've convinced all of Mira
Hey, kidnappers.
stop.
You know what? If you kidnap one more person, I'm going to make you a sandwich. One layer of bread on top, and my fist in between.
What's it called, Matthew?
A knuckle sandwich.
All right. Any other interesting factoids?
You want to keep talking about the economy?
All right. Well, I mean, if that's all. Oh, here's Dill's buzz again. Look at that beautiful.
You guys, like,
hunk of
forcefully
hair.
remove my hat.
Look
like,
at
every
that
3
beautiful
seconds.
hunk of hair. All right. Well,
yeah.
we've been going on for 57 minutes.
Last comment. I'm like mini Khabib.
Literally.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
well, thank you so much for watching this edition.
Thank
of
you
the
all for watching the Skibodacious
Skibodacious
podcast, episode 7, originally episode 8.
Yep.
Wink.
Yeah.
And
Wait, are we finishing each other's?
sandwiches?
All right. Well, thank you so much for what's your closing thought, Dill?
Well, fuck all this.
Valorant, the economy, and water.
We've been your hosts, Matthew.
Chris.
Mini Khabib.
Thank you so much for watching.
And we'll see you on the next episode of the Skibodacious podcast.
Good.
I hate